Of Diablo 3. Today I wanted to bring you guys just a quick cosmetic guide slash goblin farming route guide. It may take a few minutes for the video, so just bear with me. I get a lot of people who ask me about the cosmetics, specifically the wings. So I just want to clarify a couple things for everybody. A few pair of the wings that I have were actually gifted to me, and some of the others were actually ones that I had gotten on the PlayStation 3. I have a lot of players asking me, you know, where'd you get your wings, man? You know, can you send me some, this and that? It's not like that. I don't make them. I don't know how to do that. I don't partake in any kind of cheating or modding in the game. Although there are people who know how to get the wings and do all that, but I don't partake in that. But some of these wings were gifted to me by a friend of mine, and some of them I got, like I say, from the PlayStation 3, where pretty much everybody had every set of wings on the PS3. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick guide. Another thing is some of the pets that I have were also gifted to me by a friend. But there's no like affix or anything on them. We'll go over them here in just a minute, and I'm going to show you guys some of the best farming routes for goblins, how I found a lot of my pets. I'm going to give you guys the gameplay. We're going to do some runs together, and also, you know, hopefully along the way we'll run into a rainbow goblin, because just recently I got my cosmic wings. So, and I also want to give a special shout out to my buddy Richard, if he ever watches this video, because he's been keeping me entertained while I've been doing these goblin farming routes. And you know, I just really appreciate him for, you know, keeping me laughing and keeping me entertained in the midst of everything. So anyways, let's get into the guide real quick. So one thing I want to cover firsthand is the wings. So as you guys can see, I have the angelic wings, the blade wings, the red wings, and the green or the yellow wings. All these wings actually came from the PlayStation 3. So as far as I know, to my knowledge, they are not available on the PS4 version of the game. Now, they may be, someone may have them and they can send them to you, but the way it works is, as soon as you learn them, they are bound to your account. So you cannot mail them to a friend, you cannot duplicate them, or whatever you want to call it. They're stuck with you forever, for good, you know. So anyways, you know, people out there, if they start asking you for wings and they heckle you about it, you know, they got to understand that once it's learned to you, it's stuck to your account. It's not going anywhere. So anyways, these 4 wings right here I got from the PlayStation 3. They carried over with my account. This set right here, the dark bat, which is the ones that I have equipped, are ones that I got from my buddy. As you can see, they're not modded, although I'm pretty sure he had to do some sort of trickery to get them into the game, because to the best of my knowledge, they're not available on the PlayStation 4 at all. Same for these, which are just like some bone wings. They're very cool looking. They look just like these. And he gave me those. And so there are my cosmic wings. Yay, I found those literally last week, guys. I literally found them last week, and I still love them. So anyway, and I was talking to my buddy Richard, and I flipped out when I found him. Man, it was so crazy. I did not expect to find Princess Lillian, and I found her, because I've been looking for Sir William in Whimsy Shire, and I've been having a lot of trouble finding him, and to find her and get the cosmic wings, man, it made my day. So anyways, yeah, those are my favorites still by far. Of course, Mercy's Gaze, which, as far as I know, as long as you create a non-seasonal character on PS4, these are just like automatically in your on your cosmetic tab, and all you have to do is equip them. And then the falcon wings, which I'm also going to show you guys how to get those, where to go, and exactly what it is you need to do. One thing I want you to keep in mind is, if you don't find these wings on the first try, to keep trying and trying again. By that I mean, close the game out, start a new one up. It took me probably about 50, 60 tries to find them. So, and I believe, yeah, these are the only ones, other than the Cosmic, that you can actually find in the game, okay? So just keep that in mind. And the Cosmic wings, they come from Whimsy Dale. Princess Lillian, she drops them. And I believe it's 100% guaranteed drop, but she is like a super, super rare spawn. And I've probably done, oh, I don't know, 30 or 40 rainbow goblin runs. And like I say, when these dropped, man, I was elated, because I know some people have done over 200 or 300, you know, rainbow goblin runs, and they still have not gotten them. So I was just very lucky. So anyways, first thing I want you guys to know is you're gonna need a speed farming build for this to be efficient. One of the best ones, in my opinion, is to get a Firebat Witch Doctor set up. The reason being because you get a little extra survivability when you change, and all you have to do is change over to the chicken build, which is just the knife and the mojo there. So it's going to be Montezuma's carving knife, and then the Montezuma's gory fetch. And what you'll do is go into your hex spell here and make sure that angry chicken is applied, because what this is going to do, you're going to transform into this chicken for 15 seconds, and you're going to gain 100% movement speed. So it's very efficient for doing these speed farms. And also, another thing is, I don't like to create a speed farming build. Say for instance, like Rayorker's Furious Charge. I don't play Rayorkers, so I'm not going to build that into like a speed farming, because what's going to happen is I'm going to get used to the playstyle. I might even really like that build, and a lot of the speed farming builds are not Greater Rift viable. But in this case, it's a simple, you know, all I have to do is put my Sacred Harvester back on, and put my Vile Hive back on, and change the hex back over, and I'm good to start Greater Rifting again. It's very easy. So this is probably by far the most used by most players, and also very easy to get started speed farming. So anyways, I'm going to take you guys to the first place that I like to go to find the goblins, okay? So you can find Menagerous goblins, which are the pet goblins. Oh, real quick, like, let me show you guys some of the pets that I've found doing the pet goblin runs. So here we go. Right here we got the pets. We have the Royal Calf, which is actually from the January event, and the Butcher as well. Then we have Live More, who is actually a drop from it's a drop from a monster on Act 1, and I'm actually unsure of the monster's name, and I actually just really was going through the game, and voila, I killed the monster and Live More dropped, and I was like, oh wow, that's cool. But anyways, it's pretty easy to get this pet right here, Live More. The rest of these, for the most part, drop from Menagerous goblins, with the exception of this one, this one, this one, and this one. So anyway, those were also gifted to me by a good friend of mine. You know, I don't know how he got them. Didn't really ask a lot of questions. I don't actually play with him, but he helps me with my YouTube videos. He gives me advice, and I've been working with him because he makes great videos. And anyways, he gifted those to me, and I don't actually think they're available on the PlayStation 4 version of the game. All of them are available on the PC version of the game. So anyways, let me show you guys my goblin farming routes. These are kind of, they're not really secrets, but you know, these are the most effective and the quickest ones. So I'm going to take you through all the acts that I do and all the places that I do real quick, okay? So first place is going to be Act 1, Southern Highlands, and you just go into chicken mode, you know, instantly. Make sure you pick up the XP wells. As you can see, I just passed one up over there, but also don't want to draw the video out too much more. And this is where you're going to want to be, the Cave of the Moon Clan, right here. Okay, go in here, and there's usually always a goblin in here, some sort of goblin, whether it be the one that drops all the crafting materials, which I believe is the green one, excuse me, or the blue one, who drops a lot of good stuff. Usually you're going to find at least one goblin, even if it's just a treasure goblin in here. So let's see what turns up. We didn't find anything, but you actually want to search the whole cave, and there was a little area over there that we did not search because they can be hiding in the corners. And it looks like we actually ended up empty-handed on the first floor, which that happens, but don't give up, so go straight to the second floor after that. Get around that. Get around that wall there. So you go straight to the second floor, get that well. Whenever you see the wells and the shrines, click them. Keep exploring. There's usually always one guaranteed, but every once in a while you come out empty-handed on this, which it may happen. And we did. We actually did come out empty-handed. So anyway, the next one we want to go to is going to be Northern Highlands. And guys, this is actually where I found the Rainbow Goblin. Oh, let me kill them real quick. They're not going to leave us alone. Okay, anyway. So, that's always nice to find a legendary. Anyway, so the Northern Highlands, okay, this is actually where I found my Rainbow Goblin that when I went to Whimsydale, I got the Cosmic Wings. So this is a very good area right here. And that's a promise for me. Those of you who may not know me may be like, oh, well, you know, he's just saying that. No, I'm very serious. I found him here. I found the Goblin here and got my wings, and I flipped out. My buddy Richard was like, what's going on, man? And I told him what was going on, and he was like, oh, that's cool. But, you know, I'm real big into the cosmetics and everything, so I think, to me, it's something that keeps the game fun and interesting and kind of changes it up, you know, gives you a change of pace, because it gets boring doing greater rift after greater rift after greater rift. So anyways, real quick, guys, you want to go through all the southern part when you first get to the waypoint, and then just do a quick loop around. They can be up here in any of these corners. I like following the wall and just kind of occasionally coming back towards the middle. Seem to get a good majority of the map done pretty quickly. The key to this is you want to be as quick as possible, so I'm just going to go into this cave just to teleport to the next area. So we came up empty-handed there, but that's okay. I know some other places. Another good place is going to be the Festering Woods. I know a lot of players have found a lot of menagerous goblins here, a lot of the pet goblins here. This one I don't use as often as some of the other ones, but this is definitely a good one. I got a buddy who one night found 2 menagerous goblins in pretty much the same exact spot, doing some goblin runs here. He'll swear it up and down that he found them in the same spot, so I wasn't with him, I don't know, he might be right. I'm going to take his word for it. You just want to quickly go through everything. Make sure you have your volume on your TV turned up or whatever. You want to be able to hear them whenever you do find them or whatever. They make that indistinctive cackle. Keep running into the trees and stuff. There's a little corner up here we're going to check out and see. Well, it looks like we came out empty-handed up here too, but that's okay. I'm just going to get in here to get out of the way of the monsters. Take you guys to the next spot. This is the Royal Crypts. This is a good one. Found a lot of goblins in here. Oh man. Okay, there it goes. I found a lot of goblins in here. I don't want to draw the video out any longer than it has to be, but I also want you guys to get the whole 9 yards and know all the best places to go looking for these goblins. and I still need to show you guys where to get the wings and everything, so just bear with me. Uh-oh, I heard a goblin. I think he's over here. Oh, well, these guys are all up in my way. And look, there's a goblin right there. Unfortunately, it's just a treasure goblin. But, you know, it could have been a menagerous goblin or even a rainbow goblin. So the next place we're going to go is going to be the Cathedral level 2. We're actually going to go to Leoric's Manor. It's just easier to find it this way. And so you just want to browse around until... Uh-oh, I heard a goblin. Look at that. So you can even find them here as well. I found a few here. And that was just a gold goblin, but that's okay. Anyway, we're going to keep on going. Boom. Leoric's Passage. I'm sorry, Leoric's Passage. Now I always go here. Always get those two mixed up. There's the passage and then there's the manor. And so I just go back up in here. And the next place we're going to go is going to be Chaldeum, the city of Chaldeum. This is a good one. I've always found a few goblins here as well. And it's usually a pretty quick one. Let's see what we can find. Like I say, I just enjoy doing this because it gives a change of pace to the game, because it does get very boring just doing, you know, greater rift after greater rift after greater rift. But, you know, that's what Diablo is all about. You know, it's all about grinding and getting the levels. You know, that's what it's always been about. That's how Diablo 1 was. That's how Diablo 2 was. And that's probably how the next Diablo is going to be too. You know, that's just how the game is. Look at this. We got a blue goblin. These guys are always nice. So they gave us a lot of nice little loot here. I really want to pick this stuff up. Some of this stuff is, I don't need any gems or anything. So, okay, so let's go to the next one. Is going to be the Ancient Waterway. I'm really hoping in the process I'll find a menagerous goblin so I can give you guys some proof that they are real and that these are good goblin hunting routes. I mean, as you can see, I found some goblins. The menagers just have a very low spawn chance. I think it's a 2%. So they are very rare. And then the rainbow goblins is even lower than that. I want to say it's like 0.01 or something. It's crazy. Okay. Nothing that way. Go on down to level 2. We want to explore all of level 2 because it's very small.
Needs more time.
And unfortunately, again, nothing, but that's okay. Now we gotta kill these guys so that we can get back to the entrance of the dungeon there.
Not ready yet.
I believe it's over here. So you just want to go back to the entrance of the Ancient Waterway, and you want to go to the eastern channel.
We must stop her for our master.
Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this. A rainbow goblin. Wow. Okay, so I'm actually not going to go up in there right now because it's going to take a while. But, wow, that just goes to show you, you know, hey, you can find them here as well as the pet goblins. But we're going to go on to the next spot, and once I get done with the video, I will definitely be going up in there. So anyways, the next spot is going to be Act 3, the Bridge of Corsic. Okay, and the cave we're going to be looking for is called the Caverns of Frost. You may get the Icefall. There it is. If you get the Icefall caves, do not use that one. The goblins aren't there, at least that I found in there. But this one, there's almost always a goblin in here. So we'll just go on down to level 2. That is so awesome. We found another rainbow goblin. I haven't found one since the day I got my cosmic wings. So that is just really cool. Also, that beast right there drops the gibbering gemstone, which is needed for the staff of herding. But that's a video for another day. Okay, and after you get done there, you're going to go straight to Act 5. We skip over Act 4 because it's not really the best to find goblins at. Now, there's plenty of good places, but we want to go straight to Act 5. And after I get done showing you guys this, I'm going to show you guys where to find the falcon wings at. So, what's really cool about Act 5 is that if you find a goblin in that area, you are guaranteed to find another goblin. It won't be the same type of goblin either, but you are guaranteed to find another one. Which I put this method to the test because, like, every once in a while you'll find a goblin in here and you'll be like, oh, I didn't see the second one, but you have to open this door and you'll find the second one, and I'll show you what door I'm talking about here in just a second. And then on the other level that I'm going to show you guys, Pandemonium Fortress level 2, or I believe, yeah, I'll show you guys here in a second. You'll also find 2 there as well. If you find one, you're going to find another. So here we go. We found one. Look, this is going to be a perfect example. This is awesome. I'm so glad this happened the way it did. Look at this. Guaranteed 2. That is so cool. Alright, awesome. I was able to show you guys exactly what I wanted to show y'all. And it actually just happened out of randomness. So we're just going to get out of here so we can get away from the monsters. So we can go to the next area, which is going to be Pandemonium Fortress level 1. I'm sorry, not level 2, level 1. This is where I find a lot of goblins at as well. Found a rainbow here, and I found a lot of Menager's goblins here. A lot. And maybe we'll get lucky and find another one here that I can show you guys again. That if you find one, you're going to find 2 if you're on Act 5 only. Okay, it only applies to Act 5. And I don't know about the other areas on Act 5. I haven't really had much luck finding goblins in those areas. But the areas that I've shown you in Act 5, I know that if you find one, you will find another. So let's keep going as quickly as possible. Well, it's looking like we won't find one, but we're not done looking. We're going to keep hunting. Because we could still find one, and if we find one, we will find another. But it's not looking too good. At least on this one. So, let's go down here real quick. And nothing. So, if that happens, if you're strictly goblin hunting and that happens and you've gone through all the acts I've shown you and everything, you just want to basically quit game and restart and do it again. I'm not going to quit my game because I found that rainbow goblin, so I'll be going back there here in a minute. So anyways, let me show you guys where to find the falcon wings at. And that portal that I opened to the Rainbow Land is called Whimsy Dale, and that is where you find the cosmic wings that I have at. And they drop from Princess Lillian, okay? But anyways, you're going to go to Act 4, and you're going to go to the Gardens of Hope, first tier. For the falcon wings, you're going to be looking for a mysterious chest. and it's a random spawn. It's not a 100% spawn rate either, so if you don't get it, just rinse and repeat. Same thing, you know, quick game and start a new one, and it can spawn anywhere, so just look at everything on here. I know that can kind of be annoying, but we'll just do it quick. It's a small level, so it's not too hard to do a quick one real quick. And I think I did probably about 50 or 60 runs before I found my my falcon wings. So unfortunately we didn't find a monogerous goblin during the video, but we did find the rainbow goblin, which is way more rare than the monogerous anyway. So after you've got through looking all over the level, it's not actually going to spawn again for me because I've already got the wings, but after you get through looking through the whole level, and if you don't find it, just start again and redo it. And I promise you guys, you know, no matter how frustrating it gets, if you find the mysterious chest, they will drop from it. And I'll show you guys just how they look real quick too. They look pretty cool. So, you know, they definitely look pretty cool. Okay. So anyway, that's that. Let me make sure that there's no other things that I need to show you guys or tell you guys about cosmetic farming. There's a lot of other things that we could get into. Transmogs. There's the bear, Sir William from Whimsyshire, but he still eluded me. I'll show you. I'm actually going to make a video on how to make the staff of herding, and also how to get to Whimsyshire. I have the staff right here, but I'm going to make a video showing how to do that, how to get to Whimsyshire, what all is there. One of the things that I can tell you guys is there's the heraldic hamburger, which is a transmog. So another thing is the spectrum sword, and then if you find Sir William, he drops the rainbow paragon portrait. Okay. Another thing, pennant wise, we'll talk about the pennants real quick. In order to get the lore master pennant, let's see, the lore master pennant, you get that one for completing season 10's seasonal journey. When you get through doing chapter 4, you get that. And then the harvest you get from a monster in Act 2. Well, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's a fallen, he's one of those fallen commanders, and I'll show you exactly where you need to go in Act 2 to find them. Stinging Winds. This is where you go to find him. And he's not 100% spawn chance either. I don't know, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I will post his name in the video description, but you go here and you'll find him. And he, I'm pretty sure he drops it. If you find him, he drops it. Or, I'm sorry, if you find him, he doesn't always drop it. So, you know, just rinse and repeat until he does drop it. And that's the harvest. Yeah, so it's pretty cool looking. I actually have it equipped right now. I'll let you guys kind of see it a little bit closer. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. I'll put the monster's name and everything in the description of this video. Okay, and I actually think that pretty much covers all the cosmetic items that I know of that we're going to cover in this video. Like I say, there's a lot of transmogs and everything, and I'm going to be bringing videos in the future about those, as well as a couple other cosmetic items here and there that I find along the way. So I've been doing a lot of research trying to figure all that out. I'll also post a link in the description of a page that I found that has a list of all the wings, all the pets, all the transmogs and everything that are available to PC and PS4 players, and as well as Xbox One players. And I want all the PS4 and Xbox One players to remember that some of the things we will never get in PS4. Like, for example, there's some pennants and some pets and stuff like that. There were season like 4, 5, and 6 rewards, and unfortunately we didn't have seasons on console until this last patch 2.5 went live. So anyway, there's a few things on that list that we just cannot get, but it's also a very helpful guide if you're looking to do this stuff on your own and not having to watch videos in order to do it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and keep tuned in for the future videos of all the transmogs and any other cosmetic items I find along the way. And whenever I do run into that bear, Sir William, I'm going to make a video about that as well, because I've probably done over 250 runs in Whimsyshire and I still cannot find that dang bear, and I'm going to find him one day. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching, and check out D3 content on YouTube for more amazing videos. Thank you.